It can be very common to go.
Yep, that's what I just did right now. I just did that. The big old deep breath.
And then after 2 seconds, you're like, I can't go in anymore.
I was like, about to pass that.
Even exciting shots, birdies, eagles, get us riled up, which is why you see some guys on course on the tour that perform more of a stoic. They just they make a birdie and they just
do like a little
cool, whatever. Because some players have intuitively learned, or they're very well aware that if I get riled up, it's no different than getting upset for some golfers.
What up, y'all? We are back here. This is part 2 of a 3-part series I'm doing here with Carlos at Beautiful Life Golf. Check him out. First link's in the description. The last video is gonna be right up here, the link, so click that link. It's not here physically, but I'm gonna add it. Well, the last one we talked about breathing. Man, dude, we talked about so much on that last one.
We sure did,
If you haven't seen it, definitely recommend you. If you're a golfer, check it out. What are you thinking we're gonna do today?
So we're gonna put the breath work to use on the course. And I think one of the first things that we can do is you want to unite your breath to your body, right? So one little drill that I like to do is I'm breathing, sometimes before I warm up, is just kind of connecting with my body. Sometimes I close my eyes. And what I love to do is kind of just stand up straight, close my eyes, and it's this kind of twist that we can do both ways, right? So we can go this way. And I like kind of just feeling the swing, starting to breathe, using my 4-8 breath and connecting to the body. But what I really like to do with these turns is kind of go into our positions. And so what you want to do is you'll turn all the way this way, that feels good, and then you're going to add the bend. Throw the arms up, that's the top of your swing. And then come back up. Turn all the way the other way, side bend the other way, arms down, that is impact. This way right here.
Oh, right here, yeah.
There you go.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And then we come back and you can just keep repeating that, add the side bend, and
it's like a yoga.
Exactly.
It reminds me of yoga, yeah.
Yep, it's some yoga. So what I like to do is 4-8. So anytime I add the bend, I go to 8. Back up for 4. And what this helps me do is start, using the 4-8 to kind of get my body warmed up and connected, but also really bring a lot of attention to what it feels like to be in these positions.
I feel calm, dude.
Yeah.
You just got relaxed all of a sudden.
And at the same time,
at the breathing?
Yeah,
that's the breathing.
It's the breathing. So I like to think of it as like paired, Bluetooth paired.
Yeah, that's a good one. So this would be like when you're on a tee box on the range,
putting, waiting on a shot.
Okay.
That's a whole other aspect of what you should be doing in between shots. But definitely I like to kind of set the foundation of doing something like that, either at home before I get here, on the range, putting green. You can kind of use it wherever.
So would that be kind of like we were talking about, where you get centered in a way, where you also feel like I'm pumped and ready to do another good shot? That's not a good thing. And then dissociate with just breathing. To bring it back. And sometimes even exciting shots, birdies, eagles, get us riled up and can be very similar to bad shots, which is why you see some guys on course on the tour that perform more of a stoic. They just they make a birdie and they just do like a little.
It's no different than getting upset for some golfers.
Wow.
The adrenaline.
Dude, I didn't even realize that.
So there's that, like, just staying chill about it because of what it can do.
I always thought they didn't have any like personalities. Like the golfers were just like, oh, they're boring guys.
Yeah. No, he's also Tiger.
So the wind has picked up drastically, so we're hoping the mic audio comes out better. Apologies if it's too crazy, but
front just came in.
I know, man.
I think it's about a pitching wedge now.
So how you said it was 140?
It's 151 to the pin, but it's probably playing like 135 now. I've been using my 4-8 breath to kind of warm up, and in my pre-shot routine, we like to use something called letting the air out of the tire, and that's just something to kind of give us an auditory for that 4-8. So I go in for 4. And that auditory, that listening to my breath, kind of makes me feel like I'm more grounded with it because I can hear it. So anytime you add an extra sense like hearing, it's going to make it that much stronger. ball.
Good.
I didn't see it, but it was looking good.
Yeah, I didn't see it either.
I guess we'll see. The sun's pretty bright.
4.8, right? So 4 seconds in.
4 seconds in. So one thing that I like to give advice to is it can be very common to go.
Yep, that's what I just did right now. I just did that. The big old deep breath.
And then after 2 seconds, you're like, I can't go in anymore.
I was about to pass that.
Try the straw technique where you're just. It's more of a slow sip of air rather than an extreme pull.
Now, is that the same way out?
You can use that, whatever's comfortable for you, but I find that to get it out, and to get the breath in and out on both inhale and exhale, if it's a bit more gentle and a bit more controlled, which also kind of makes us think about it a little bit more,
right?
Where it could be just a little more autopilot-y.
Oh, wow, okay. Let's try that. Oh, dude, that feels good, dude.
Yeah.
That feels good. Wow, dude, it felt like so
On.
I felt smooth, like the shot, like the swing.
Yeah.
Like I didn't feel like usually at the first shot, like cold, I'm already like, all right, I'm not even thinking about breathing. I'm just kind of like, all right, you know, like pumped that I'm here. But theirs, I was just like, I felt like Jello.
Yeah.
I guess like just like,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yes.
It's not even my club.
Love it.
That is wild.
Yes, man. I mean, it's just having a calm nervous system is such a game changer.
Yeah.
You know.
So then, like the 4-8 technique, would that be considered every shot, or is it when you get to the course in the mornings, or is it just any time I'm feeling?
And again, it's identifying the emotions.
Yeah.
If you're really good, again, that noticing practice of identifying emotions, then I'm going to be able to identify it on the course when something's not right.
Yeah.
Back to your question, after every shot, I've grooved into my practice. It's in my pre-shot.
Yeah.
It's in my post-shot.
What do you mean post-shot?
So I have a post-shot routine. So I have a pre, and then afterwards, I basically scan, how am I feeling? How did that shot just make me feel?
So you're asking yourself,
Yes, I'm checking again. I'm going through. I'm going back to 4-8, and I'm 4-8 breathing and staying present till my next shot. Where there can be sort of I'm on my way to the next shot. I'm already like, what am I gonna hit? 8-iron? What's over there? Wedge?
That's me.
Am I gonna find it?
Where's the wind at? Yeah, I'll be good. I got it right. Hey, you know, just kind of like not even.
That's future. So notice if you were present for your shot, you took off to your next shot, and you got future.
Yeah.
And then you get back to your shot, and you try to get present again. So rather than getting future and getting present again, I'd rather keep it one long continuous presence. So on my way over, I'm just breathing, I'm listening to the wind, I'm listening to the birds, I'm listening to my clubs, I'm feeling the cart on my hands, whatever I'm doing there.
Right.
I'm just paying attention to my senses there and now. Yeah. So when I get to my next shot, even though I wasn't thinking about golf, I was present. So when I get to my shot, I'm present, and I don't have to get out of future and come back.
Oh man, that is so good. Guys, look out for another video coming soon where we're going to implement this in the course, because I really want to be, I want to think in 9 holes, and we're kind of walking together in the shot, you know, and I'm going to purposely talk out the shot. And then I want you to kind of, because I feel like if I can't catch myself, how do I know when I'm doing it? You know? So like, I would love to have like you there, be like, hey, so you're saying these things, or you know what I mean? Just check it at the moment. I think that'll help a lot of people.
You guys want to see me caddy Raul for 9 holes? I think so. I think that's
hit the like button.
Yeah. This wind is just crazy, so we just went over a little bit, but I'm gonna go right back to my 4-8 breath and relax, especially for these little short shots that require more finesse. Stepping over, right. There you go. A little extra. Yeah. All good.
So like on par 3s, I notice a habit on mine is where like I always, if I miss the green, I'm already thinking get up and down or don't bogey, right? And I haven't even, this is me like going to the work, like if I don't hit the green, because if I hit the green, I'm already thinking let's make birdie, right? Now, is that kind of like a what you're saying? Like
that's
a negative?
Future.
Right, future.
So that's already like putting.
So I shouldn't even be thinking about any of this.
You got to come up here and just be like, what do I need to do here? I'll know what to do when I get here.
See, that I would think as I'm coming to the mall.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, all right, looks like I'm on an awkward lie. So, but I'm not even here. I'm walking, and I had a couple of them where I'm like, oh man, this is a bad lie. There's a bad break, you know, and I'm already thinking like all these thoughts, and I haven't even approached the ball yet.
Exactly. So we've got all these expectations. I gotta do this. I gotta do that, and that adds a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
That sets off the nervous system too. That pressure of I gotta.
Right.
You need to. You should. You know.
Okay.
Go for it, buddy.
Try it. Better?
Take it.
Yeah.
See, so something like this wasn't the best chip, right? So it's like processing that disappointment. So again, we were talking earlier, I go like, oh, that's disappointing. So it's just a way of processing it. And I like to think of ourselves as cars, like we're all making exhaust, we're all making fumes. We gotta let it out, right? Imagine a car with no exhaust, right? So that helps you process like, okay, I was cool with that miss that I had over the green. I didn't hit the best chip, but I processed my disappointment. So I'm gonna limit damage. Oh, okay, not bad.
Yeah.
I walk up with a bogey. It's not what I wanted, but could have been worse, right?
Yeah. With a wedge.
Yeah. And that happens, right? Par 3s are par 3s, but the cool thing is that we're walking away with like our wits, right? I'm still there. I'm not mentally beat.
So that's the key thing about it.
Yes, I'd
Mr.
rather
green, maybe a bogey. Don't overthink it. Or
exactly. Don't overthink it. And if I'm gonna walk away from a bogey with a bogey, or I'm gonna walk away even with a double, I want to do it with a solid mind. You know, because I can have a bogey where I'm destroying myself in my mind, or I can have a bogey that I'm like, cool, no biggie.
Right. And I've never thought about the mental game like this before. I always thought the mental game was of like analytical stuff, like how a person can read the green, or how a person understands their golf shot.
Yeah.
That's what I thought the mental game
And
was.
it is. There's just different subcategories, right? You can have some categories that are more like course management, decision making, which can also be summed up to your nervous system making decisions where like, I'm already in trouble, I'm so mad, oh F it, 3-wood, I'm going for it over water, 280, dang it, you know, like where you just end up kind of, you know, doing more of it.
Right.
So like, let's say I hit a fade all day long, but I'm aiming down the right all day long, hoping that I draw it, you know?
Yeah.
And that's another part of the mental game, right? That like,
a good one.
hey man, can we be egoless and just go, I've got a pattern, let me use that pattern.
Right,
you know?
right. All right, y'all, so that was the quick video for the second one. That was more so, I noticed that one more so the breathing techniques and kind of pre-shot routines. The next one we're gonna go into is, you said, loading the who. So
Loading the who, so more in depth into the pre-shot routine, right? So we just went over 4-8 breath and how to use 4-8 breath. This will definitely be an extension, so you're not gonna wanna miss the next video for sure.
So stay tuned for that one, guys. I'm gonna leave a link down below. Check out Carlos. Part 3 is coming up soon. Check it out.